Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today is another One Piece day. So, I'm going to read from volume 6 and volume 7. Last time I stopped at chapter 50, so my goal was to finish at least 8 chapters. As you know, I'm going through Baratie arc, and there are 28 chapters in Baratie arc. So, I finished around 8 chapters last week, so I was planning to continue something like that, 9 plus 9, something like that, right? I was thinking of starting from 51 and stopping around at 58, 59, but I couldn't. What I ended up doing is I finished the whole volume 7, which is until chapter 62. Chapter 51, it starts with Zoro confronting Mihawk, and but unfortunately he loses. There is also a suspicion that maybe Mihawk is so powerful that nobody can defeat him. It's because he might have had devil's fruit. That was kind of surprising, but then that explains his superpower. Like it's almost like not just swordsmanship, there is some other extra magical power also. That's how well he fights. So maybe the devil fruit explains that. Then in chapter 54, enter another new character, which is the Pearl, Invincible Pearl, who is the second in line or second in command of Don Craig. We also find out that Sanji is not just this very mild looking cigarette smoking cook or aspiring cook, but he actually can kick ass. Then you have this confrontation, Pearl versus Sanji, and Sanji gets his crap beaten out of him. But while doing that, Sanji actually hurts Pearl and draws blood, which has never happened to Pearl before. Nobody has ever drawn his blood in a battlefield. So that comes as a surprise and shock for Pearl and all the others around him. So at that point, Jin steps in and says, "Hey, you know what? We can spare all of your lives if you just go out of the ship, abandon the ship, because Don Craig needs this ship." But Sanji refuses to back down, and there is a backstory. And Zef is actually kind of held as a hostage with a gun pointed to his head, so he cannot do anything. But Sanji is definitely not going to back down. He wants to fight, and that's because that takes me to my favorite subplot. Around 9 years ago, Sanji used to work or be in a ship called Ship Orbit. From there, he heard that there is something called All Blue Sea, which everybody wants to find. But the common belief is that it is fictitious. But Sanji thinks that no, it is real, and he wants to find it. And people think him mad, because he's a kid, he just believes everything. And that ship gets attacked by a pirate crew, which is led by Red Shoes, and that's the first time Sanji ever meets Red Shoes. They are getting attacked and pillaged and killed and murdered, but Sanji refuses to cower, and he comes and faces pirates, and pirates laugh at him like, "Look at this kid, trying to fight us." Zef also comes in, and that time Sanji shouts that, "I am not going to die, I'm going to find All Blue Sea." At that time, Red Shoes crew says that, "Hey, we have to leave immediately because there is a storm brewing. We should not get caught in that." But Sanji gets attacked, hit, he falls into the sea. But surprisingly, Zef, Red Shoes, jumps after him to save him, and everybody is flabbergasted. Like, why is he doing this for a small kid? Risking his life. We're gonna get stuck in storm, or we are gonna lose our ship. And that's exactly what happened. The storm hits and the ship sinks. Luckily or not so luckily, Sanji and Red Shoes get stranded in a small island, which is just rock. There is no food, there's no animals, nothing. So it's basically a rock, and they get stranded there. But Red Shoes luckily was able to retrieve some bundles that from the ship. There are actually 2 bundles, so he keeps a bigger one for himself and gives a smaller one to Sanji and says, "Hey, I will sit in this part of the rock, you go to the other side of the rock, and until we find a ship, we'll not talk to each other." And Sanji's like, "Hey, you took the bigger bundle." And here, so Don says, "I'm the bigger person here, so you have to take it or leave it." And anyways, Sanji grumpily accepts that offer, and he takes the bundle and leaves to the other side of the island. And days pass and his food is dwindling. He's trying to control his hunger, but he's not able to. So days pass. It's like 10 days, 20 days, 30 days, 40 days, 50 days, 60 days, 75 days. In fact, actually a ship passes, but because of the rain, they couldn't light a fire. He couldn't light a fire and catch attention, nothing. So they're stuck there. On day 75, a ship passes by and they are found. But before that, something happens which really touched my heart. Sanji at some point is so hungry that he goes to the other side of the island, which was clearly forbidden by Red Shoes, and he sees that his bundle's still there, and he's like overjoyed, saying that, oh my god, there is so much food still left, I can still have food and all that. He comes running and opens the bundle, and it's like just treasure. What is this? You have only treasure. Where is the food? Then he realizes that captain's leg from knee down is not there, and he realizes that he cut off his leg, half his left, so that he can eat it, and he was like so that he can give the food to the kid. That really touched me. That story was like really kind of gory and at the same time touching. You understand now why that is my favorite subplot till now. That's when we realize why Sanji is risking his life to save Chef Zeph's life and the ship as well. Just when Pearl is about to attack and finish off Sanji, Jin interferes, and everybody is like shocked. Why did Jin stop Pearl? He says that, hey, Sanji saved my life, I owe him something, and then I will kill him myself. Right? Crazy logic. But then a bloody battle or a fight ensues, which is mostly bloody for Sanji, and he is almost at the verge of giving up and collapsing. At that time, Jin admits to Don Craig, saying that, sorry Don, I cannot kill Sanji because he gave me food, he treated me well and with kindness when nobody else did, so I cannot kill him. Don Craig is furious. He's very furious, and he takes the biggest weapon from his arsenal, which is MH25, which is a gas poison bomb. That is hurled at the ship, and everybody ducks, and his crew has masks, but Luffy somehow gets hold of 2 masks and give it to Sanji and Jin, and runs away trying to find a mask for himself. Luckily he finds one, and by the time gas subsides and the air clears, he finds that Jin is severely injured. He is severely bleeding because he was exposed to the poison gas, and he realizes that he had thrown the mask away so that Luffy could use it. So basically Jin sacrificed his life. I don't know if he is still alive or dead, because that's where the chapter stops. I think this arc is a lot about people sacrificing for friendship, or people whom they love and respect, people being grateful, the importance of being grateful, and to be kind. Very important in life to be kind. And I think this arc's main theme is that's the overall message, and how camaraderie and faithfulness is important. At the same time, we have to be kind and grateful. In this arc, one thing that made me sad is the subplot of Sanji, and another thing is the fact that Zoro was defeated by Mihawk. That was today's video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Next week I will be back again with another One Piece episode. I think next week we will wind up Baratie arc, and later we will start the next arc. I think it is our Long Park arc. So that's it, guys. Thanks for watching, and you will see me soon in another video. Until then, bye bye.